Hi, my name's Louise and welcome back to another episode of Money Talks from Armytage Private today. We're going to cover a few things. We've just come out of the investment committee meeting. First topic we discussed was the US CPI announcement, which will be on the 10th of June. Tell us a little bit about that.
There's been a lot of discussion at the moment worldwide, particularly also featuring here in Australia, about interest rate rises. Is the inflation genie out of the bottle yet? We discussed this last week and we think that it still is. Key is going to be, as Louise has said, leading up to the 10th of July, if interest rates aren't put up as quickly as we first thought, then it probably will be good for our world economy. We'll follow suit, but we'll all know leading into the 10th of June as to where the price of money is going.
And speaking of consumer discretionary spend, so the likes of the JB Hi-Fis and the Harvey Normans. Now, just wanted to talk a little bit about what the consumer confidence would be like regarding any movement in interest rates, Lee.
Well, today, as you saw, it was a pretty heavily debated topic. Paddy and Ringading King were at loggerheads almost. We had to be separated with views. And Olivia from Sydney was quite clear on her views. Look, there's no doubt that confidence is going to be the big issue here. Not often commented about, but it's certainly going to be a big issue, and it dovetails back into what we said earlier with interest rates. If rates are kept on hold, not kept on hold, but do not go up as fast as first anticipated, that'll be a boost to confidence, or at least a maintenance to confidence, because the stocks that came up today was, the Harvey Normans, JB Hi-Fi was another one. Nick Scully was the one that Olivia was quite keen on, and she said, it's on a P of about 13 or 14 and a fully franked yield of 6%. What's the trigger to buy it? And our view was that it's going to centre around where interest rates go, and the confidence that's going to come from that. When that trigger point's going to be, we think that in the next week or two we'll probably get a clearer view as to when and what to do with that sector. Yeah. But it was heavily discussed.
Yeah, a lot to think about there for consumers.
Yeah.
And the last thing we talked about was oil. Now, the price is still quite high. We've been watching it and discussing it quite a bit today. So did you want to touch on any of that?
Oh, look, it's becoming pretty predictable here. The Russian nightmare with Rasputin is still keeping the price up. We heard overnight, though, that the European Commission, or the Europe Commission, has now put a ban on Russian oil and gas. I think it's about 70% of what they export into Europe is now being banned, and this is all the stuff that goes out on ships. The only stuff that is allowed to come out is what's on the pipe, and that is going through to Czechoslovakia. Don't quote me exactly. I think it's Czechoslovakia, Hungary, and I've missed one, but it's on that pipeline, but it only constitutes about 10%. Nevertheless, that is still keeping the price up, and we don't see that changing. So, boys and girls, don't expect anything lower than a $2 plus price at the pump here in Australia for us.
Oh, take a few more walks.
Good idea.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like to learn more, you can always visit our website and that's armytage.com.au, or you can email us at backoffice@armytage.com.au. Thanks.
And may the markets be kind.